KUAM TV 8, your home for the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, serving Guam for 80 years. And brought to you by Matson and the Adahi Tanu program. Cars Plus, reminding you to put your phone down while driving. Distractions won't get you there. Heads up, Guam. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurants, always open, always local, and serving up favorites for over 40 years.
Straight ahead on primetime, the island records its 16th traffic-related fatality of the year. Plus, an arrest has been made in the robbery and assault of a 61-year-old woman. And today's Giving Tuesday, see what KUAM schools and businesses did on this global day of giving.
Off today and good evening, Guam. On this Giving Tuesday, I'm Chris Barnett, and our top story. The Guam Police Department is investigating Guam's 16th traffic-related fatality that occurred just after midnight. Sabrina Salas-Matanani has more on our top story.
The Guam Police Department's highway patrol activated just after midnight Tuesday.
So earlier this morning, shortly after 12 o'clock, a beige Toyota Highlander was traveling on Route 1 by Wistick Road when the operator or the vehicle ran off the roadway and collided with a concrete utility pole.
The driver, a 25-year-old unidentified individual, was transported to the Guam Regional Medical City, where he was later pronounced deceased by an attending physician. Police spokesperson Paul Tapao says the cause of the collision remains under investigation.
Again, this is we're still in our preliminary stage of the investigation. Our crash investigators have been activated to assume the case, and they were actually activated and were on site. They still have to determine whether speed, alcohol, or drugs were factors in relation to this crash. So again, once we find, based on the autopsy and of course to our speed calculation, we'll find out and we'll be able to determine the causation of the crash and be able to provide more information to the community.
The latest traffic-related fatality marks the 16th of this year, and according to Tapao, with the holiday season upon us, it's important to remind the community to be safe while traveling along island roadways.
We are going to be doing our DUI suppression, and we are continually going to remind the community to please, should we go out and we're going to be celebrating the holiday season, to please designate a responsible sober driver. Should you choose to indulge in recreational cannabis, again, you have to, we recommend that you designate a responsible sober driver and, give the gift of life and help save a life by getting a sober driver to help celebrate the holiday season.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Sabrina Salas-Matanani.
An arrest has finally been made for the Thanksgiving robbery that took place in Dedido that sent an elderly woman to the hospital, and that arrest effectuated as a result of the community coming forward with information. Here's more. It was a horrific crime occurring on a day meant to celebrate with family, but for the elderly woman who owns the Bajado Barbershop in Dedido, it was a morning filled with terror and tragedy. Beaten and robbed on Thanksgiving morning. It was surveillance video that helped detectives track down the suspect. Police spokesperson Sergeant Paul Tapao.
It was shared with the media, and by doing so, the Guam Crime Stoppers, along with the Guam Police Department, were able to receive tip information of the possible identity of the suspect based on the media footage that was provided.
The community rallying together and providing information to the police, which led to the arrest of Frank Patrick Aitasi. According to Tapao, detectives managed to identify Aitasi through a photo lineup. GPD Federal Task Force agents helped CID detectives locate Aitasi along Nevermind Road in Dedido and brought him in for questioning. During an interview with detectives, he allegedly admitted to his involvement in the incident. Aitasi was arrested on charges of attempted murder, robbery, felonious restraint, strangulation, criminal trespass, reckless conduct, theft, and aggravated assault. He was booked and confined.
We want to thank the community for their efforts in providing the Guam Police Department with this information, as it really showcased the community partnership with the Guam Police Department and of course our community members. And again, this is a reminder of the importance of community relationship with the Guam Police Department and all efforts with our endeavors in preventing crime and of course securing a safer home for everybody.
As for the victim, her son, John Yu, has started a GoFundMe page to help cover the medical expenses related to his mother's injuries and emotional trauma from the ordeal. As we reported, the 61-year-old woman was transported to the hospital unconscious and unresponsive. Yu writes she has since been discharged but suffers from a fractured neck with bruises all over her body and is mentally traumatized. For more information on how you can help, you're urged to reach out to Yu at yojhan@gmail.com. In other news, the Guam Police Department investigating a video gone viral showing what appears to be a police officer punching a man cuffed and in custody. KUAM Sabrina Salas-Matanani spoke with a witness who was there and shot video of the incident in this next story.
The witness we spoke with wished to remain anonymous in fear of his safety and possible retaliation, but tells us what he saw on his day off at Ipao Beach in Tumon. He tells KUAM it was around 11:30 today when he was in his car in the parking lot getting ready to go for a walk when he began to see several police cars pull in.
I was concerned for public safety, and I was just curious to know what was going on.
The witness tells KUAM he got down from his car and started walking toward the scene. He noticed a man sitting in the back of one of the police cars. Moments later, the man was escorted out of the vehicle by an officer who then walked him toward the beach. They turned around and started heading back to the police car.
That's when I decided to start recording what was going on, and that's when the incident of that cop punching the arrested guy who was defenseless, pretty defenseless, in the gut. And from my standpoint, from everything that I saw, I didn't see any sign or anything, showing that the guy was trying to resist or trying to fight back or anything. And there was like five or six officers there. So, I really don't see what was the whole point of that officer having to punch the guy on the, while he was escorting him into the vehicle, back into the cop car.
The witness says he posted his video on social media, ironically on the Guam Crime Watchers Facebook page, which he created to bring the community together to help fight crime on island.
Because the crime rate is so high on Guam, I thought it would be one way to, for people to spread the awareness of what's going on in their areas, their villages, and stuff like that. And if they have proof that a crime occurred, and let's say they're trying to get information, or they're trying to, they're trying to spread awareness so that everybody else can, better be prepared, or maybe somebody that knows this person that committed this crime, it'll help, alleviate and, help solve the crimes that are going on. And just, basically more public awareness.
And in this instance, he posted the video to create awareness about the conduct of a police officer. Late this afternoon, GPD issued a statement confirming Chief of Police Steve Ignacio ordered an immediate criminal and administrative investigation surrounding the video and the activities contained within it. Chief Ignacio stressing that it is important the department remains above reproach when performing their duties and responsibilities in order to maintain the trust and respect from the public. Because of the active investigation, police are not releasing the name of the officer who allegedly punched the man in custody. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Sabrina Salas-Matanani.
More news from the Guam Police Department as investigators are also still conducting investigations into two separate shootings that occurred along the back road to Anderson. Here's more. Police spokesperson Paul Tapao says detectives are heading to Jigo after a report of a shooting. Last Friday, the family of 50-year-old Timothy Conception told KUAM he'd been shot in the upper thigh while he was outside the home using the bathroom in the front yard. Family members say he passed out and was transported to the hospital, and after a surgery is in stable condition.
We still need to go back and re-interview the victim and, of course, do an assessment of the scene, provide a more thorough scene check, because our officers were plagued with the evening hours or the morning hours. So we're going to be forwarding this case to our Criminal Investigation Division for follow-up.
Have you received any information that it may have been self-inflicted?
That one we may, these are things in which we need to look into. But again, everything that was reported, we're going to follow with the leads and, of course, the information that was provided to the preliminary officer at the time. Hence moving forward, our CID officers and of course our crime scene investigators will be on site to process the scene thoroughly and of course gather more information or any evidence that may present itself.
According to family members KUAM spoke with, they were told by police that the shot probably came from either a stray bullet or a random shot. But Ejigo Mayor Rudy Matanani, however, tells KUAM that through his reliable sources, the shooting may have been accidental. Mayor Matanani telling KUAM there's no threat to the village and that the truth would eventually come out. KUAM returned to the home today, but no one was inside. As for the other shooting that occurred on Back Road weeks prior, still no arrests have been made.
We've been covering this story for the last 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks. We are still actively investigating that. We've received some information relative to this, but we continue to ask the community to please, should anyone have any information, this is an active investigation that our investigators are working diligently in closing. So any information that comes our way, please be able, submit it to the Guam Crime Stoppers tip line or call the Guam Police Department directly at 472-8911.
As police continue their investigations into both incidents, TPOW urges the community to be vigilant.
It boils down to an individual decision and of course understanding what's happening around you. Take things into consideration that this may happen or will happen, and that will actually get you into the thought process of situational awareness and things to start materializing mentally about what you can and can't do. So really starting with that is just understanding what what's going on around you. Just be cognizant of your environment and what's happening. Situational awareness really is the best defense to prevent anything from happening.
In other news, it's a heated meeting of the Guam Department of Education's Interscholastic Sports Association, currently underway at GDOE's offices in Tijan. The meeting, an open forum for the public to provide comment on the new league's draft constitution and bylaws. ISA began the meeting by allowing attendees to voice any questions, but rather they expressed concerns, stating that a meeting shouldn't even be held as third quarter practices are well underway and a finalized constitution hasn't even been completed. Attendees say there's too much uncertainty as the Constitution is still being amended. IIAG members were present, as well as parents concerned about the impact the separation of the leagues is having on students and their abilities to compete for scholarships and also to showcase their talent to prospective recruits.
Official day of this third quarter, and you still have draft constitution. How are we supposed to encourage our schools to play in? I'm shaking because I'm upset because this affects kids. We have kids on the rugby team who are being considered for scholarships. If they do not play in third quarter rugby sports, this is the second day of I'm going to say it again. If they don't play, it hurts their chances.
That's for all schools, all students, not just FD rugby players, but we have wonderful kids from Sanchez and all these other schools, Okadu, that got wonderful scholarships last year. My niece being one of them. And if they're not able to play, private and public, all schools, they risk not getting, the seniors this year, risk not getting those scholarships.
And not only scholarships, I have to say,
and
just playing. My son's played in Division I sports. For 4 years, he wrestled at Stanford. No scholarship. No scholarship. This is not an issue about scholarship. This is an issue about getting the kind of exposure and experience. And the reason why third quarter sports start today is so that the kids can safely prepare for their sports. And right now, with what is happening and the uncertainty that it has brought to the third quarter sports, it's not fair to the children. It is not. It is not fair to the kids.
Guam Education Board member Maria Gutierrez was present at the meeting but refused to answer questions from those present. It was in January the board voted to create its own interscholastic sports league.
Yeah, I'm not here to answer any questions, okay? You come to the public participation during our board meeting. We have had our board meetings. No one showed up to public participation to bring this issue up to the board. So I'm not going to answer any of those questions when it relates to the board. I got a call from the governor to meet with her. I refused because I feel that the board acted collectively and should not be individually called. So today, respect my decision because I'm not going to talk. If you want to come and ask me questions, come to the board meeting on Friday. During public participation, we allow you 3 minutes to say what you have to say.
Keep in mind that it is your job to represent the community as a whole because we vote for you, correct?
Thank you for that,
we
but I'm
vote
not
you
gonna
in,
talk
therefore
because I'm
when we
alone.
ask a question that has to do with what you decide and what you are agreeing on based on the board, that your job is to let us know when we ask the question what is and how it goes. Because you made that decision. I'm asking you, board members, to rethink and understand that maybe DOE is not ready for this. Maybe this is a serious issue when it comes to segregation. And the reason why I say that is because you're pooling a community and you're dividing it. When you do the research and you take a look at other areas in the United States which we adopt from, you can see that these organizations that are out there that include similarities to the IIAG, which includes both public school and private schools, it creates a unified community where all the 80s agree upon and decide and figure out how to display an equal activity amongst all participating individuals and all participating schools.
As we reported, the governor wrote a letter to the GEB last Friday requesting they reverse their decision for GDOE to separate from the IIAG. The GEB meeting scheduled for this Friday at 6 p.m. at GDOE's headquarters in Tizen, during which the governor's letter will be one of the items that will be discussed before the board. As for the ISA's meeting, it's still underway until 6:30 this evening. Well, stick around for more news here on Primetime. You're watching KUAM.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
We value relationships because when we commit,
I love you guys until you're 80, until you're 90, until you're 100, forever.
we are in it for the long run. So you can enjoy the moments that matter. Because when we commit to relationships, we never stop caring. Calvo's Select Care, health care that is always there for you. Federal employees and annuitants enroll today.
The name Regalu, or gift in Chamorro, represents the generosity in the hearts of all Guamanians. More and more of our children are being removed from their homes due to child neglect, abuse, or other hardship. Let's give these kids the gift of a stable and loving home environment. Please support Igumemanaasi, which will soon open its doors to serve as an emergency foster care facility. Help us give our children a safe place to go.
Matson is in this community. We've been in this community for decades. We're gonna be in this community for decades to come. Things will get busy, things will get quiet, but we're gonna be here. We're your hometown carrier. And that matters to us.
Reliability is the core of our business. We take pride in ensuring that we arrive in Guam on time as scheduled.
It's our local employees who understand the market, who understand the business, and provide that hard work for you each and every day.
When we hold ourselves to high standards, our customers also hold us to high standards. We establish good business relationships that turn into friendships. That's why it's so important to be here and be trusted by your customers. We want you to trust Matson like your friend, like your family.
Okay. Can I meet Alan, please?
Attention passengers of flight AJ3004, your flight has been delayed.
It's the flavor that makes you go, woo. McDonald's new spicy barbecue glazed tenders and chicken sandwich. made with tender, juicy, all-white meat chicken.
Available in 4, 6, or 10-piece chicken tenders. Try the spicy barbecue crispy chicken sandwich too.
It's a special delivery to your inbox every week with your KUAM News Roundup, program advisories, and promotions. Sign up for the weekly KUAM Digital Digest today on KUAM.com.
Welcome back. Well, more officers are on the way to the Department of Corrections. This according to a release from AdLoop. Acting DOC Director Frank Ishizaki signed 28 offer letters to potential recruits. Ishizaki is working on the reemployment of several additional COs, making this, according to the release, the largest recruitment at DOC in recent memory. Once processed and official hires, the new employees will undergo 8 weeks of training with the Judiciary of Guam for transport and electronic monitoring. Guam Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission certifications will be met with on-the-job training, the release said. Funding for the new hires will come from the prison's existing budget. Well, the wait is over for SNAP recipients as Public Health announced it managed to load up all the electronic benefit transfer or EBT cards today. That means recipients will have their full allocation on their designated dates this month, DPHSS Director Linda DeNorsi.
I hope that the public is very pleased with our quick response, thanks to our good staff and her team at the Department of Public Health, OTEC. We owe so much to OTEC, and of course DMR and DOCOMO and all our partners. So thank you to all of them.
Public Health had previously announced that there would be a 4 to 5 working day delay in SNAP benefits because they had to evacuate the main office in Manila after GFD determined the electrical wiring there posed a safety hazard. But Public Welfare Division Administrator Tess Archangel says they got a waiver from federal program coordinators to bypass the regular automated process.
Through a secured link. FIS gave us a link to transmit it securely. So it's all in their cards, in EBT cards. They can use that and they can get their benefits.
What we wanted to do is get, like what she said, all the FIS to get approval to get the link. Now that route would have been the best route because that route would allow us to do the right benefits for December. And so that we don't have an overpayment or underpayment of what's going to be given to them.
Public Health says they were also able to fast track the Cash Assistance Program or CAP, so those benefits are also now available. David Lubofsky has filed a motion for declaratory judgment and permanent injunction in the claim against Seventh-day Adventist Clinic. The complaint is against the clinic and SDA Dr. Shinshin Miyagi and physician assistant Ethan Snyder for the wrongful death of his son Asher Dean Lubofsky. The case was heard in Judge Arthur Barcenas' courtroom today. Plaintiff Lubofsky was not present. However, representing him was attorney Robert Kyo. Yesterday, the defendant filed an over 30-page motion that argues the Medical Malpractice Mandatory Arbitration Act is in violation of constitutional rights. A hearing on the motion was scheduled for March 10th, allowing the defendants time to file a response. Well, the government and the defense have rested their case in defendant Nicano A. Laduato's jury trial. Laduato, accused of sexually molesting a minor known to him back in April of 2015. The government called up 4 witnesses to the stand, 2 of which were Guam Police Department officers, Donnie Pangilinan and Roy Lujan. Now, Judge Anita Socola granted defense counsel Samuel Tecker's motion to suppress their testimony as the officers failed to present field notes. Attorney Tecker called up a total of 6 witnesses to the stand that included the parents of the minor and the defendant. Closing statements are scheduled for December 5th. Well, throughout the entire day, the KUAM Care Force and several other community organizations, businesses, agencies, and schools participated in a caravan of caring, teaming up for the Giving Tuesday. That's a global day of giving and showing kindness. Here's more on Giving Tuesday.
The KUAM Care Force started bright and early on this International Day of Giving with the reveal of the Safe Room at GPD's Domestic Assault Response Team's office, where our friends from M80 Office Systems work their magic with the renovation. They also donated toys, books, and other materials for the kids. Throughout the day, Team KUAM made stops at Mount Carmel School and Upi Elementary to pick up toys, Southern High and Finagayan Elementary for canned goods to benefit the Salvation Army, and Ambrose Inc. for diapers and wipes for Child Protective Services and foster children and families. Later in the day, we made a quick stop for pizza from Papa John's to drop over to Manetlu Youth Programs at Himlani Apartments, where the national basketball team and Claire Calvo held a sports clinic for the kids. Several of the island's businesses also took part in the movement. Bank of Guam and Shell teamed up for Fueled by Kindness, in which for every gallon of fuel purchased between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m., Bank of Guam and Shell will donate $1 in fuel to the following beneficiaries: iRecycle, Catholic Social Service, UOG Center for Island Sustainability, and Purple Heart Green Valor. It's their way of giving back to those who give all year round. Also, GTA launched their Magic of Giving campaign today. It's a very special and unique holiday gift-giving campaign to support local nonprofit organizations that continue to help our youth in need. Sanctuary Incorporated, the Regalu Foundation, and Harvest House. Michelle Cadahay Perez is a marketing and communication specialist.
Magic of Giving is more than just giving back to the community, but it's really inviting the community to come out and support these causes.
GTA created 3 pop socket designs for each nonprofit organization. All profits collected from sales will benefit the groups respectively. Pop sockets are $15 and will be available for purchase at all GTA retail locations. In addition, GTA is dedicating 10% of sales of wearable accessories from now until December 31st.
Hey, please be sure to watch on Thursday for a special edition of In the Mix, where Sabrina Salas Mentonani will have the complete rundown for all of our Giving Tuesday activities. Well, on that note, keep it here because Dave Delgado is coming up with a look at sports.
Agent Alpha. What's that? An Alpha Insurance customer needs a claim settled immediately? I'm on it. Agent Alpha.
In the event of an accident, theft, or breakdown, each of our Alpha Insure agents are trained to go above and beyond.
This is my stop. There she is. Target acquired.
Agent Alpha.
Yes!
Smiling is a natural response to joy, happiness, and excitement. Your smile reveals a lot about who you are. A healthy, beautiful smile can brighten your appearance and be an invitation to conversation and friendship. It is often one of the first things people notice about you. Now, thanks to the advancements in dentistry, you can have the smile you have always wanted, giving you an improved smile that looks and feels great.
My silver fillings that I have, they're getting older in my mouth and I need to replace them. So I've started to do that and I've replaced them with the white fillings and I've had really great success with that. It looks good, they feel natural, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the bleaching. I want a white look all around my mouth.
I am an Instagram boyfriend. Colorful backgrounds, candids, staged candids. I get them all. But now that rolled chicken tacos are back at Taco Bell,
Oh, babe, look!
my hands are tied.
Sunset heart hands! Babe, sunset heart hands! Sunset heart hands!
Let's just enjoy this moment.
Take the picture!
So easy to dip, so hard to put down. Rolled chicken tacos are back with your choice of dips, only at Taco Bell.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. On the way, men's basketball highlights from the UOG Caldwell Fieldhouse. But first off, championship basketball from the Team Winning Gym. Check it out. Turkey Shoot Division for competitive players ages 18 and under. St. Paul Warriors facing the Islanders in the championship. The Warriors ahead by double digits minutes into the matchup. Islanders get on the score sheet after Amram Yobel feeds Ryle Rages, who misses. Ralph Manilak got his back and gets the finish after pulling down the rebound. Dela Cruz misses the three at the top of the key. Number 35, Lalick, cleans up around the glass. St. Paul, with too much offensive firepower, went on to take the title 38-34. Orichiro drives and dumps the ball off here to teammate Jeff Labanza for two inside. Brandon Miranda with the heads-up play on defense comes up with the steal and coasts in for the layup. He put up 6 points in the winning effort. UOG Tritons on their home court playing against Team Gatorade In the Triton Men's Basketball League, James Stake posting up in the corner, waiting for the kickout pass from A.J. Carlos, bangs out the corner three. Michael KUAM going to work after receiving the pass from Jared Bowles. KUAM with the spin move in the lane goes up and gets around the defender for the tough shot. Corner pass to Stake, who almost turns the ball over. James keeps his dribble. Pass to Jin Han. Quick pass to A.J. Carlos. Same spot, same result. Three's good. Logan Hopkins fakes right and goes left and hits off the quick inbound pass by KUAM. Gatorade led 24-21 after the first quarter of play and continued their hot shooting in the second. Irv Jose knocks down another deep ball as the defender left too much space. Hopkins with the feed to KUAM, who starts working his way towards the basket. Peter Cruz cuts baseline and KUAM puts the ball right where it needed to be for the easy bucket. Joe Blas to Jin Han for, another three-pointer. Han posing for the camera. Yes, sir. Michael KUAM setting up Hopkins up top. Logan comes back to the ball and buries a shot from long range. Gatorade with the W to stay in sole possession of second place heading into the playoffs. JP Cruz from NBA range. KUAM with the answer for UOG. All net from the outside. Blas draws the double team and dishes it out to Cruz. He closes shop on UOG with another three in the dub.
Let's go.
In women's soccer news, defending champions Bank of Guam Lady Strikers managed to overcome an early deficit to force a 1-1 draw with the Guam Shipyard Women in the Bud Light Women's Soccer League Premier Division. University of Guam Lady Tritons 6-1 winners over Islanders FC. Colleen Naden led all scorers with a hat trick, and heavy hitters Nutrition Mission Heat blanked Quality Distributors 3-0 with all three goals coming from Alexandra Shimasaki.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Howdy, folks. I'll never forget that fateful day. I was having a lovely ride with my KFC biscuits when, boom! An easily avoidable accident resulted in a collision of flavors that became my most delicious creation yet.
New KFC Cinnabon Dessert Biscuits. Get it with every 12-piece meal. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
I'm okay!
Holidays happening at Docomo Pacific's Red Friday. Purchase select phones on our popular Now program and choose a free gift, like free wireless earphones or huge discounts on the latest smartwatch. Prepaid friends get free load with select prepaid phones. And get a chance to win a Nintendo Switch when you take a selfie with our new AI dog, Spark. Come in for a happening holiday now. Docomo Pacific, better together. Some conditions apply.
And before we close out the news tonight, you know the deal. It's our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Happy birthday on this Giving Tuesday to Jason Quintanilla Toves. Really good, strong name. Happy birthday, Jason, a.k.a. JT, Love T and the family. Matthew St. Augustine, happy birthday from your mom, dad, and brother. And happy belated birthday to Tristan Scott Gumatautau. It is Tristan's 8th birthday, so his entire family, all of his classmates and friends, and all of us at KUAM and Cold Stone Creamery wish him a very happy birthday.
And remember, you can be a part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online at KUAM.com, but please make sure to include with your photo your name and birth date. Well, that's going to do it for us here on the news desk, but